This article presents the result of two experimental research studies that analyze the mediating processes of the impact produced by the revelation of the nationality or foreign nature of the protagonist of a new story about a criminal act, for example, indicating that the robbers are foreign or of Latin American origin, on the public stereotypical beliefs about immigration. The theoretical context of this research is the study of the so-called framing effect, the impact of news framing in cognitive, attitudinal, and emotional processes. The current debate in this field focuses on analyzing the explanatory processes of the effect of news framing. There are different positions in the explanation of the mechanisms of framing effect. An emerging posture considers that the framing effect is linked to the processes of persuasion, taking as reference the liberation likelihood model developed by Petty and Cacioppo. The main objective of the two research studies presented in this article was to compare the different effect of the inclusion of information of the nationality of criminals, group Q, in a new story about a criminal act on people with low and high involvement with the reported event. Both experiments are based on the opinions of university students who were exposed to a new story and then asked to complete a questionnaire with self-reported scales. The study is based on a 2x2 factorial design, based on two experimental manipulations applied to a written news story. The first independent variable was associated with the manipulation of the group Q, the referent in the news story to the nationality of the people who committed the criminal act. The second independent variable was the involvement with the subject of the news story. Involvement was manipulated by changing the context city in which the event narrated in the news story took place. The mediational analysis confirmed that when the involvement with the news story was low, the presence of information about the nationality of the criminals had an indirect effect through attitudinal impact. On the other hand, when the involvement was high, the indirect effect was explained by the activation of trains of thought which in turn influenced the formation and or the reinforcement of negative beliefs about immigration. The result has converged with the theoretical proposal and with a dual model of new framing effect. The study corroborated that the peripheral cues included in a journalistic text produce significant socio-cognitive effects. However, the mechanism that explains these effects is different depending on the level of readers' involvement with the event narrated in the news story.